how's it? Today is Friday, June 18th, and it's Big Friday, I guess. Today was to just push a little bit from last week. So last week I believe I did 90 and 120, and today was just pushed to 93 and 123. He said just go a little bit above whatever I did last week. And so I chose 93 for snatch, and because I chose 3 kilos up on that, I ended up doing 3 kilos up on the clean and jerk as well. I think the snatches today were actually pretty good relative to how things have been feeling. Sort of thinking about how my elbow feels. Today's snatches were pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with that. The cleans were not super great. I don't think they were as bad as last week. The jerks were interesting. They're also not as bad as last week. But overall, like I didn't miss any of the weightlifting movements today. These warm-ups felt pretty good here. But yeah, the I didn't miss any of the weightlifting movements today, and so that's good. As far as things afterwards, I just didn't have enough time today, which has been a recurring theme for quite a bit now, and because I didn't have enough time today, I ended up not doing all of my down sets for my front squat. I didn't do any weighted pull-ups, and yeah, I just kind of rushed my way through everything. A little bit of a note is that my abs are still sore from that one dragon flag I did on Tuesday that I actually didn't talk about on my Tuesday video, but it sort of impacted my decision making later in the training session today. So that's a fun thought. But yeah, all these warm-ups again, they felt pretty good. My elbow doesn't feel worse than it did a couple weeks ago. Okay, well, so my elbow doesn't feel as good as it did a couple weeks ago, but it doesn't feel worse than it did a couple weeks before that, if that makes sense. So yeah. Another thing I'm doing here today is I'm trying my best to visualize how to create separation at extension and diving under the bar. So you can see that a lot of my warm-ups are a lot quicker under the bar. So 80, 85, 90. Here's my first set, and even this here. I think that this is contributing to the lifts themselves feeling a lot better. I wasn't very happy with that one. You saw that my hips sort of got under me as I sat down all the way in the hole, which means that the bar is a little bit behind where I normally have it. The weights are moving really quickly, and positionally I'm not where I want to be, but I'm a lot closer than I'm a lot closer to where I want to be than I was like a month ago. One of the people I mentioned this, I think like last week or might have been 2 weeks ago. I've been watching a lot of Nathan Damron, a lot of his Instagram videos, and just the way he sort of gets to extension and then creates separation between the bar and his body. So the bar is going up and he's moving down, and that's something that I've been trying to optimize. I was gonna say perfect, but I don't think it'll ever be perfect. So it's just something that I've been thinking about how to be better at in general. This warm up at 100 felt really odd. Jerk was solid, but the clean felt really weird, and it just kind of didn't get any better than that. It didn't get any better from that. I'm using G1's belt here actually because I forgot my belt for a variety of reasons that are not super necessary to talk about. But that's my last warm up set, and here we go, 123. These cleans are they're pretty straightforward. They just don't feel as easy as I think they should. And sort of these jerks are really sloppy. And you can see there, I'm not super happy with that. Here's my second set, and I think the clean does get a little bit better. This one, the bar actually almost falls off of my shoulder if I recall correctly, on the right side. That's never a good feeling. Yeah, see that it shifted a lot forward, and I'm complaining there at the top. Well, when am I not complaining? That's a better question. That was probably the best jerk I did all day. I mean, well, I only did 3 at weight, so this is the best jerk I did of the 3. Here's my last set. A lot quicker under. Definitely not as explosive as I was for the other 2. Or at least it doesn't look like it. My elbows dip there, and I kind of get behind the bar as I'm pushing for the split. So, yep. And then, as I mentioned, I moved into pause front squats here. I ended up running out of time, like I said, and I just don't have time to do my down sets. I actually end up failing my top set at 143. I fail for a variety of reasons. I think I just sort of give up. That's the main reason why I fail. But the reason why I gave up, I think, is because I got stuck and I didn't want to end up getting lightheaded. That was sort of what felt like was about to happen. So when I dumped the weight in there, I'm pretty lightheaded there. But I don't have time to reattempt or to do my down sets, so I just move on to some pull-ups. And then 1 set of GHD sit-ups, because again, that one dragon flag that I did on Tuesday, just 3 days later, still biting me in the butt. I don't actually finish this whole set, I don't think, like with my hands over my head. It just gets sort of whatever. Yeah, I'm complaining here. But yeah, overall, barbell lifts are good today. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Shoots.